In Jacksonville, a sheriff's officer is frantically searching for two lost toddlers after a neighbor saw one of the kids fall into their apartment complex's pond. The officer sprints to the water's edge, but there's no sign of the caller or the child. Then she spots the concerned neighbor and huffs it in her direction.
Where's the baby? Where? Where? Where is he at?
One of the toddlers is safe on land, but to much of the officer's horror, the second one is underwater. Without hesitating, the officer and the toddler's babysitter jump into the pond. But as if this situation weren't terrifying enough, there's more danger at play, because this officer can't swim. The officer dives underwater with no concern of drowning herself. Desperately searching the murky waters, suddenly she bumps into the toddler's arm and quickly pulls him to the surface. She passes him to his babysitter, who is also in the water, and starts struggling back to shore herself. She makes it to shallow waters, but the crisis is far from over. A neighbor now has the child, but after being underwater for more than a minute, the little boy is completely motionless. After having just nearly drowned herself, the officer doesn't miss a beat and starts giving the toddler CPR. Finally, paramedics arrive and are able to take over the emergency.
Pop her back?
Yes, I did.
The child is rushed to a nearby hospital where he is stabilized.
I'm getting.
The officer is later given honors from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office for her bravery, and the toddler goes on to make a full recovery, all thanks to the watchful eye of the neighbor who called for help, and this officer who puts herself in harm's way.
I'm getting him.
Let's go. Go ahead, throw it.
In an apartment complex in South Amboy, New Jersey, a dispute between two pet owners is causing a ruckus. The men are next-door neighbors, and the taller cat owner goads the shorter dog owner to hit him as the dog snaps at his heels. The woman recording from the balcony is the girlfriend of the taller man, and they claim that the shorter man's dog has injured their cat.
You came out here for a reason. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. You don't have to be scared.
Yo, why don't you get your dog?
The cat owner is angry as he feels the dog owner does not supervise his animal properly.
Who got the dog loose? Was it you, him, or me? Come on, man. My cat is bleeding, bro. I apologize. You gotta understand my frustration. When I asked you a month ago, personally, if you see my cat control your dog.
At this point, the dog owner's wife chimes in.
Can you tell us that your dog is chasing our cat?
My cat ain't biting your dog. Your dog is biting my cat.
As the mood becomes even more tense, the cat owner turns to his girlfriend and ratchets things up a notch.
Hey, you know what? You want to yell at me? You got that all on video? Call the cops. You see that?
Suddenly, the dog starts trying to bite the cat owner, and this incenses his girlfriend.
You don't even know how to control the dog. You're letting him attack him while I get it all on video. That's yeah. You shut the up, man.
Without warning, the dog owner rushes towards her,
Yeah, I bet you will.
and the cat owner jumps onto the balcony to defend his girlfriend.
Big man, bro. Big man.
In a rage, he throws punches and yanks the man over. As the dog owner's wife attempts to climb over the balcony, the cat owners retreat into their home, but the neighbor battle is not over.
Open the door. Call the cops.
According to the couple, the police arrive and watch the video, but it's unclear what action is taken. After a visit to the vet, the injured cat Leo is now fully recovered. The neighbors still live next door to each other and, according to the cat owner, are trying to be friendly and put this situation behind them.
Big man, bro. Big man.
The lesson learned is that if left unchecked, pet feuds can turn into neighborhood wars.
Don't touch him. Calm down.
Call the cops.
It's not uncommon for an intense domestic dispute to go from a private moment to one that plays out in front of the entire neighborhood. And tonight at an apartment complex in Waipahu, the woman recording is woken in the middle of the night by the screams of multiple neighbors.
You better not hit my car.
She rushes down the stairs and is horrified by what she sees. A man violently swinging a bat, threatening neighbors and striking their cars. The man swings the bat wildly in the air, slamming it on the ground, and the neighbors can do nothing but stand by screaming. Suddenly, the enraged man turns his rampage back to one of the neighbors' cars.
Hey! Those are not your car!
Smashing out windows one at a time. According to media reports, investigators spend the following weeks looking to press assault and property damage charges, but are unable to identify the man or move forward with the investigation. Later, the neighbors decide to band together to create a neighborhood watch, and there have been no late-night parking lot brawls waking the neighborhood since.
Hey! Those are not your car!
Lawrence and Kaisha Moore have recently moved to a quiet suburb of Columbus, Georgia. But days after moving in, they experienced the unfortunate loss of a loved one. And after seeing visitors come and go over the past week, one neighbor decides to investigate.
Well, I've seen so many.
If you saw a coroner, if you saw...
The neighbor believes that the Moores are running an illegal daycare out of their home.
What was going on right now, we have a death in the family, so of course people gonna be here. Ain't no daycare center, nothing.
That was Sunday or 7
My niece is dead.
It's normal for neighbors to show their support in a time of need, but apparently not for this neighbor.
We have family out of town. We have military people that are in our family. My mother, my father, my sister's father. We are a close-knit family.
Like that's very
So what you will not do is disrespect this house where we pay. What you will not do, well, you can...
My neighborhood.
March your ass back to your residence.
Tell me where.
Go back to your residence. Bye. Go ahead. Go ahead. And I got you on camera. Go ahead. Karen, bye. 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 Call them.
The police are called to the scene, but before they arrive, Kaisha's neighbor leaves with a warning.
Ask every neighborhood what's gonna happen.
Nothing. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me and my family?
Once police are on the scene, the Moores file a report due to the neighbor's threat. Thankfully, the woman has minded her own business since. According to Kaisha, they are settling into their new home, and her other neighbors have gone out of their way to welcome them to the neighborhood and show support in their time of need. In Paso Robles, California, hanging out at the neighborhood skate park is a rite of passage for 15-year-olds like Justin Correa, even though it's not always the safest place to be.
Our nickname for it is called Scum Park, and scum is like another word for like a not so nice area, kind of more dangerous area. It's some crazy stuff happens down there sometimes.
Justin and his friends were filming each other doing tricks, but their day does a 180 when a much younger neighborhood kid shows up.
I'm guessing he's like 10, nah, younger than that. I say around like 8 to 10 range or something like that, but he just starts taunting us. He's picking up our boards, throwing them.
I think he's up.
Insulting us even.
You, I'm a skateboard master.
Not my board, dude. Oh, can you please leave? Please just go away until this is over.
After Justin and his buddies tell the younger kid to beat it, he runs to his mom, who is waiting nearby, and says they swore at him. She appears in a fury.
How old are you? All the time I hear people saying bad words to him over here. You dumbass.
So the mom comes over to us and she's definitely feisty or angry. She's going off on us. She's telling us to not say bad words and don't say bad words around her kid as she's saying bad words to us in that same exact sentence.
And if F-bombs aren't enough,
I should not be asking a mom these kind of questions.
she's about to start a generational war.
You know, I used to skate. I don't skate anymore. It's none of your damn business. Why? But we were actually more respectful to each other. We respected each other. You guys are punks nowadays.
Hey, I didn't do anything, ma'am.
Are you videoing me?
Mama, can I ask you something? He's gonna put that on YouTube and he's videoing me.
I don't care. Hey,
The mom may say she doesn't care, but once she realizes her foul-mouthed tirade is being recorded, she starts to chill out.
At 8 years old, when you guys were 8, don't you remember trying to
he was
fit
getting
in?
in our way. I almost ran into him.
Tell him to get the out of the way. Tell him just to leave. Or, just do whatever you gotta do. You don't have to be mean to a kid to tell him to get out of the way.
I think the mom calms down because we didn't respond back with as much force as she did. So I think it was us two that made her calm down, but she might have also just gotten a lot of that emotion out.
Now moms run out of steam, and the pair leave the park. Justin and his neighbors return to shredding, knowing that they were the ones acting like the grown-ups in the park today.
The advice that I have for the kid is be conscious of your actions, live life. One day I hope to see the kid up and shredding. He can come skate with us. I don't mind. We can all be friends.
After being evicted from her apartment without a place to stay, 55-year-old Deborah Brenner gets a new lease on life when she moves into a duplex in Grand Island, New York.
To be homeless was awful. I lived in a hotel with the thruway right next to me. My first night here was the best feeling in the world. I just wanted peace and quiet.
The only possible drawback to her new home is the tenants in the unit next door, a man and woman in their 60s.
I had been fair warned by the landlords. The tenants next door wanted, quote unquote, their peace and quiet. I was like, oh, cool, Obviously, I wasn't expecting what I've been going through.
But a month after moving in, the warning comes true when she and her neighbors begin to argue over the placement of their shared garbage bins.
They're not going on the side of the house, that's it.
That's what I've asked for.
No, I said no, they're not.
I've asked for a reasonable accommodation.
Deborah suffers from a bad knee and claims she has fallen taking the garbage out. She asks the neighbor to put them in a more accessible place for her.
It's hard for me to get to the garbage cans because I have to walk through the very uneven grass.
You are not handicapped enough to not do that. Bye. Go in the house where you belong.
I wasn't expecting any of this. The level of what they've taken it to.
A few days later, Deborah finds herself as the target of her neighbor's ire once again.
You're too fat. You're too fat. That's what you are.
Who cares if I'm fat?
I don't care what size you are or what.
Go into rehab or handicap.
Frustrated, Deborah stands her ground, and the intense back and forth escalates.
I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. That's why I fell that day. If you really need to know.
Did not fall for that.
That disease has nothing to do with walking on the grass.
You're a psycho bitch.
I'm not steady on my feet.
Things got very, very heated. I knew it was gonna go way south. I did not know how south it was gonna go.
Stop calling me up.
It's not your business.
At that point, I kept thinking, this is all over garbage cans. How crazy is all this?
I dare you. I dare you.
Don't touch the bitch.
I would never hit you in the first place.
Are you that psycho bitch? Record it all, bitch.
Deborah says she won't be cowed by insults and insists her request is reasonable.
Don't touch the garbage cans.
I'm not gonna smell your garbage in my living room window.
Well, too bad.
Not gonna happen.
Well, you wait and see what happens.
After the verbal mudslinging, Deborah and her neighbors go back inside. In the weeks after, Deborah claims they still refuse to move the garbage, making things extremely difficult.
I'm like a turtle that doesn't want to come out of my shell. It's not the best living arrangement at all.
And while this neighborly headache is not something Deborah anticipated when she found her dream home, she finds a silver lining in this trashy ordeal when she signs a lease to a new place.
What do I long for in my new neighborhood? Neighbors that actually like to hang out with each other. I long to have, hey, can you come help me? Can you send one of your kids over? Or, I need somebody to help me with the shoveling. Can somebody come help me?
I dare you.
Don't touch the bitch.
I would never hit you in the first place.
Pinellas Park, Florida. A few animal lovers approach a father and son fishing at a popular neighborhood pond.
You guys just gonna let this fish die like this?
No.
You know, what if
get the bucket right now.
what if this was a dog? Have you ever looked up how fish feel pain?
I'm not harassing you, sir. There's no reason for you to harass.
I'm not harassing you. This is my duty, and my duty is to speak up for animals in need.
A friend of the animal lover arrives late to the conversation and chimes in.
What if this was a dog?
We've already been answering those questions.
The fishermen remain calm, but the neighbors grow more agitated watching the fish flop around.
I'm fixing to throw him back in the water.
No, you're not gonna touch it.
Is he your property?
Is he your property?
Both parties are suddenly embroiled in a custody battle over a fish.
Don't step on that fish!
I will call the police.
Call the police. I just saved the fish life. How about that?
And this fish out of water story ends up taking a turn.
That is
How about
stealing.
that?
That is harassment.
I was stealing the fish out of the lake.
You stole that fish out of his home.
Police soon arrive, and the animal lover tries his logic on them.
So if there was a dog that was dying in front of you, would you try to save that dog's life?
Yeah, let's not go there.
But the Florida police aren't biting, and the animal lover is charged with interfering with the lawful taking of a fish.
I don't have the right to save an animal's life? Are you kidding me?
The clip of the confrontation quickly goes viral, and the animal lover's case goes to court, where he's found guilty and fined $500.
This is my duty, and my duty is to speak up for animals in need.
Kangaroo Island in Australia is a small paradise, something lifelong resident Brenton Davis knows about.
I'm surrounded by family here on Kangaroo Island. It's not that big a place. It's only 100 miles long and 30 miles wide.
Kangaroo Island also suffers from frequent brush fires. One day, Brenton and his neighbors are trying to contain a fire on the north coast of the island. Brenton films some of the island's wildlife, like kangaroos searching for refuge. But soon, it's not just the wildlife running.
I finally just totally got away from all the firefighters and rapidly burned straight across the island in a few hours.
The firestorm heads straight towards Brenton's neighborhood. Brenton, his father, and brother rush to his brother's house. Two nearby neighbors are expected to arrive and help. But before the neighbors can make it, the storm is upon them.
Oh, thank you for warning. Oh, sorry. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at that, Ben. Thank God we got all that away. Yeah. This will be massively hot in here in a sec. Yeah.
And in that 1 minute, the fire came from a mile away.
As the firestorm rages all around them, Brenton's father worries about the two neighbors who didn't make it to the house in time.
Where the did those boys go? I don't know.
But their focus quickly shifts back to their own predicament.
Burn and piss off, will you?
There's no time for second guessing or wondering what ifs. It's just do what you can in the moment. It's only 4.5 minutes before we went back outside again, and we were absolutely fine.
Yeah, well, we tried.
Though the storm passes, it leaves behind a neighborhood in ruins. But a bit of good news drives up a few minutes later.
Thank God. The boys we're looking for.
It's the neighbors that Brenton's father is worried about during the fire.
Yeah, when we saw Gus and Daniel drive back in, it was just relief that they were safe. We actually just decided just to leave. At that point, we'd had enough.
Yippee, we're through.
And while Brenton's family and neighbors make it to safety, they know more storms will return to Kangaroo Island.
That won't be the last fire. There'll be more. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll be any better.
Oh, look at it.
Fresno, California. A retired police officer is asleep in her quiet neighborhood when she hears a strange noise outside her door. Never having seen the woman before, she speaks to her over the camera.
Can I help you? Sorry to bother you. Please, can I hang out with them? There's no one here. Mine.
The woman seems disoriented and confused. And despite finding out that she's at the wrong house, she attempts to open the door.
What the are you doing? Get away from my house now. What the Can I go inside?
Get the out of my house.
But
you try to get away from my house.
The retired cop calls her local police department when suddenly the neighbor's demeanor becomes even more frantic. Realizing that the woman inside won't open the door, the neighbor tries to find any way she can to get inside the house.
What is going on? What is going on? I will shoot. I have a gun. Why? What are you doing?
Hearing the homeowner's threats, the neighbor tries to leave, but not before the cops arrive. The cops believe she may have been under the influence, but the neighbor says she mistook the house for her friends. After investigating the damage, the police arrest the woman and cite her with misdemeanor vandalism. And thankfully, this retired cop sleeps in peace, free of any surprise visitors in the night.
Can I go inside?
On a sweltering afternoon in Houston, Texas, Martin Pedraza and his son, Julian, are enjoying a relaxing time in their apartment complex's pool.
Oh, Lord.
But this tranquil day suddenly heats up even more when a woman claiming to be from the HOA seems to have an issue with the family in the water.
Just so you'll know, the office told me to lock the gate.
Don't talk to me. Baby, leave us alone.
According to Martin, the woman alleges that the pool is closed as one of the gates is broken. And he claims this isn't the first time he's encountered the woman trying to kick him out of the pool.
These people are in violation. These people are troublemakers.
Bitch, we live here. How are we gonna be in violation?
I live here. There are rules.
I live here too. I live here too. Get out of here. Leave us alone.
I don't ever have to leave. I've been here 16 years.
Good for you.
Good for you.
I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the neighbors then.
Read the sign.
The woman claims that the law requires the pool to be gated and locked to prevent young children from wandering in unattended and drowning. But as Martin reads the sign, he sees no such rule.
I'll lock the gate. I'll call the police and trespass.
Good for you. Call them.
Finally, the woman gives up. Martin calls his complex's HOA to report the incident, and they reaffirm that he has the right to use the pool, even with a broken gate. Since the incident, Martin claims that he hasn't seen the woman around his complex, keeping his pool free from any more wave-making conflicts.
Leave us alone.
I don't ever have to leave. I've been here 16 years.
No matter the neighborhood, there's nothing more important than keeping children safe. And at a local PTA meeting in Rocky Point, Long Island, parents and students alike have gathered to discuss ways to do just that.
I'm considerably larger than you, okay?
But after one high school senior finishes telling officials how he's against armed guards in school, a man calls him over.
If something happened, if I decided to attack you, it would take the cops 3 to 5 minutes to come here. Probably 10 if the traffic's bad.
The parent, whose 2 daughters attend the school, has a different opinion on the need for armed guards. And to prove his point, he does something alarming.
What are you gonna do now?
The man pulls out a switchblade, taking the teen off guard.
What are you gonna do now?
Stop it!
Shocked by the man's actions, the neighbors are unsure how to handle the situation as the man holds the knife in the air.
I just walked into the building with this. It's not a gun, but I can do a lot of damage with it.
His way of persuasion does not go over well with the students and other parents in attendance.
That's illegal.
You can't pull a switchblade out on a kid in school. That's insane.
What do you think, a guy with a gun?
No, that's completely illegal.
This is why we need security.
To defuse the situation, the man is escorted out of the building. The story is covered by multiple news outlets, and while school officials call the man's actions inappropriate, they don't believe he intends to harm anyone, proving that bringing a knife to a PTA meeting isn't the sharpest of ideas.
What are you gonna do now?
Stop it!
And in Los Angeles, Arizona, A different woman's walk in nature is also interrupted by an irate neighbor who says she is trespassing.
It's not your property.
What does the trail say? Where does the trail say?
Are you being aggressive with me?
No, I'm calling the police.
Go ahead. Because it actually belongs to Los Sendas.
No, it doesn't.
The property
You walked off the trail. That's why.
The woman claims that a public path goes in front of this neighbor's house, but the neighbor insists that the trail is a few feet away, and he's calling the police.
Yeah, I've got a woman trespassing on our property. Could you send police over right away? We feel that we're threatened. We've got her on video as well. Please, it's an emergency.
It is not an emergency. I'm on the trail.
Believing she is on a public right-of-way, the hiker pushes back.
Do you see those property spikes? I was not on your property.
The woman is very aggressive.
I am not aggressive.
Do you know this person?
No, I don't.
she's
And I'm not
trespassing
being
on our
aggressive.
property.
And I'm not trespassing.
And we have her on video. I can't tell if she has weapons or not.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
The hiker's tone becomes exasperated, but the neighbor stands his ground.
We've got the woman trespassing on the property.
No,
Please
it's
send
not
police over. We
trespassing.
want her arrested.
Have officers en route.
Thank you.
I need you to answer my question. How old is
You know, I'm a
She appears to be
veteran.
about 35 to 40 years old.
I'm 57, and I'm a veteran,
57.
and I was not trespassing on his property.
We're very threatened. Thank you.
You're not
Thank you.
threatened.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
At this point, the hiker stops recording and leaves. According to media reports, after the police see the footage, the neighbor is cited for disorderly conduct and false reporting to law enforcement.
Could you send police over right away? We feel that we're threatened.
The neighbor makes a public apology. He says that prior to this heated standoff, the city of Mesa had rerouted the hiking trail a few feet away from his house because the mountain is too steep to hike safely. But it's clear that throwing shade on a sunny mountain trail is a slippery slope for neighbor relations.
Got the woman trespassing on the property.
No.
It's a sunny day in Fort Myers, Florida, when a young boy runs into his front yard to play with his dog. These two are inseparable. A bond formed when 4-year-old Nico was given a German Shepherd puppy a year earlier and named him Tank. One day, Nico decides to take Tank out into the front yard for his favorite game of fetch. Suddenly, the neighbor's dog gets loose and darts straight for Nico. When Tank sees his best friend in danger, his instincts kick in. He knocks Nico out of the way for protection. With Nico safe, Tank defends his friend until the neighbor can get his dog under control. Nico's mom hears the screams and runs out, and the neighbor's dog is taken back into the house.
Baby, okay?
Fortunately, Nico and Tank don't suffer any injuries. After the incident, the neighbor vows to keep his dog on a leash when outside, and Tank becomes not only Nico's best friend, but also his neighborhood protector. In a small southern Missouri neighborhood, a homeowner named Brian is having a problem. This is Brian's neighbor.
Hey, Brian, you got a minute?
And also Brian's problem.
Brian. Hey, Brian.
The neighbor likes to visit Brian. A lot.
I have something you'll want to hear, Brian. Brian, don't be scared.
The neighbor also likes to come over with a drink and pull Brian into his quirky dramas.
Everything will make a lot more sense to you if you have a conversation. You're not in trouble for what you did. It was part of the plan. You're on a bigger thing than you're aware of.
Brian has no idea what his neighbor is talking about. And when he refuses to answer the door, the neighbor leaves Brian a video message.
I'll just talk to your camera for a minute, since you're not going to sit out and open it here.
Brian and his neighbor go way back. The two were actually high school friends over 25 years ago.
Hey, Brian, I know what's going on, and it'll help you. I know how to help you. Go outside. It's not what you think it is. I got it too.
But since moving next door to each other over a decade ago, Brian has had enough of being pulled into his neighbor's elaborate stories.
I know about the train. I know about what happened with him.
So Brian stops answering his door, but that doesn't stop his neighbor from continuing to visit. Until one afternoon, Brian hears the neighbor making strange noises outside his house. Brian is prepared to, once again, not answer the door, but this time the neighbor won't be ignored.
Give me the voodoo doll, you.
Brian calls the police, and according to court records, the neighbor is ticketed for destruction of property for breaking Brian's door. After the door attack, Brian has zero tolerance for his neighbor.
Hey, Brian. Dial 911.
And he threatens to call the police anytime the neighbor steps foot on his porch. After living next to each other for nearly a decade, the neighbor finally gets the hint. And while he's no longer paying Brian any visits, he still sends him messages over his security camera. It's an ordinary afternoon in Utah. However, this mother has a bone to pick with her neighbor after her daughter makes an extraordinary claim.
Hi. So, Peyton came over and said that you pushed her off the fence.
I have not been by that fence. I have looked at that fence, but I have not been by that fence.
These neighbors have been having disagreements for months, and accusing her neighbor of pushing her little girl off a fence is only their latest spat.
No one has touched her.
Okay. She came in saying that someone pushed her. I want to know if you or one of your kids pushed her.
I did not push her. Don't accuse me saying I pushed your daughter.
I didn't accuse you. I asked. So,
do not talk to me.
Do not talk to me. I'm not done.
You
Do
are
not
very well done.
push my kid. You understand? Do.
Abruptly, the neighbor leaves with no hope of peace. It's just another summer's day in their neighborhood.
You don't talk to me that way, Heidi. Shut up, Hannah.
They say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Which is why Henry Benson starts his business maintaining lawns in the neighborhood he grew up in.
I'm in love with plants, I'm in love with nature. I treat every backyard like it's my own.
One afternoon, Henry is working on a client's lawn when the client's neighbor, who he claims has given him trouble in the past, steps outside and, according to Henry, starts scolding him.
My least favorite part of my work would probably be some of the neighbors of the customers I'm working at.
This lady wants to mess with me every time I'm here, saying I'm blowing grass clippings on her grass. We're trying to work. Craziness. Shut up.
I went around and said, lady, I don't have time for this today.
Please move out of the way. All of this is gonna shoot.
The neighbor is accusing Henry of blowing lawn clippings into her yard. But Henry claims that's not possible for how he is cutting the grass.
On my lawnmower, my chute's on the right-hand side, so I always line up with my left-hand side in between the properties, debris shooting towards my customer's house.
Back up, bro. Get away from my mower.
She has her daughter coming up next.
You're about to get dirty. Doug, please move out of the way.
Her husband is the one reason I even got off my lawnmower. I put my camera down.
I'm about to clean you up.
No, stop right now. Now you're on my yard. Get the out. You're on my yard.
I'm trying to protect you from shooting debris.
Yeah, okay.
From shooting debris. Do you understand how a lawnmower works?
Yes.
I made a line.
Exactly.
Now make another line. You're shooting right in my yard. Put your in my.
The neighbor's husband backs off and dials 911 off camera.
Shut your mouth. Stop talking to me. You're costing me money now.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I know you are.
Good, man. You mind just blowing off?
Minutes later, the police arrive, and Henry tries to calmly explain the whole situation.
My mower half, and I shot everything this way. And
He saw the grass blades being blown this way. He knew exactly that I was not trying to start anything. I was just trying to work.
The officers talk to the neighbor, and she offers a solution. One that Henry says he sees coming from a mile away.
Do you mind just blowing off the fresh grass?
she does this every time she cuts her grass. They don't have a weed whacker and a blower, and you can see all the dried grass clippings.
Sure.
That's from her. She wants me to do free labor for her every time.
And after she cuts her grass and all, she leaves her grass clippings there just to ask them the same thing she always does. Can you blow this down for me?
Henry clears up both the neighbor and his client's yard and heads home.
I'm billing that bitch. I'm billing her.
But the uneasy situation with the neighbors still persists to this day. And next time, Henry hopes to keep his temper in check.
I'm supposed to hold myself to a higher accountability as a professional. If I can say anything to these neighbors without it becoming any kind of argument, we can easily have a discussion about anything. And just let me work, please.
Stop right now. Now you're on my yard. Get the
Please leave.
It's a rainy day in this rural Jacksonville, Florida neighborhood when an argument between two neighbors comes to a head. The older mother and her son recording are feuding with the woman in the tie-dye over the rights to use a road in front of their houses. The neighbors have been feuding over access to the street over the past year.
No, it's not a private road. It's private property use by... It's an access by necessity. You don't know the law.
That is private property. This is a road.
This is private property. This is private property.
The woman in the tie-dye top thinks she has the right to park on the street, as she says it's public property. But the son and his mother say it's theirs per access by necessity, which means the road can't be blocked, as it's the only way to reach their home.
This is my driveway. Oh, yes. Because I have a title search. This is private property.
Those poles, woman.
No, it's not. The whole thing. You're totally wrong. That's for you.
Please
and your
step
neighbor.
back.
I have a paparazzi rights to stand here. My First Amendment rights.
I do not care what your deal is. Please leave.
The dispute over the road turns personal when the neighbor hurls insults at the mother.
Ignorant, stupid.
She's trash.
I didn't tell you when I'm driving that they got too late at.
And the woman in the tie-dye grows even angrier as she approaches the mother's son.
Do not walk towards me any closer. Stop. Stop right there. Stop right there.
This ain't your.
If you approach me any further,
Call me
do
one
not.
more time. I swear to God, grass is laid on the ground.
Do not.
The son claims the woman knocks the phone out of his hand.
Someone out here watching.
Seeing that things are becoming more aggressive, the husband of the woman in the tie-dye gets involved.
I got a lot of money. I'm gonna call a settlement easer and have them come out here east the property lines and find out where your property lines are, and I'm gonna have them posted out here.
Dumbass.
With the argument heating up again, the husband turns towards the son.
Bro, you put that phone in my face, dog, I will jack you. I will go to jail for that. I don't give a. I'm the wrong dude. I don't give a.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Bro, what's up, man? What?
Come near me. Don't you dare come near me. Don't you dare.
You got your mama like a little bitch.
Don't you.
Nuts.
Yeah, I protect my family. Stay away from me. If you come at me again, do not come near me. Yes, you did. I got you on video. Get away from me.
With the shouting match all shouted out, both neighbors retire to their houses. According to the man recording, the police arrive, but no arrests are made. And while these neighbors still argue over the usage of the road, they hope for a much smoother path in the future.
I don't give a. I'm the wrong dude.
Orange County, California is known for its great weather and beautiful beaches. The warm and laid-back atmosphere is one of the many reasons local resident Joshua Chang chooses to call the OC home.
I like my neighborhood. My apartment complex has a really nice vibe to it when I walk outside.
But just like in other apartment complexes around the country, his community isn't immune to tense confrontations between neighbors, something he experiences firsthand.
Hey, Cameron, you just let his dog go to the bathroom right over there. This loser here.
My first interaction with my neighbor, I was actually just walking with my dog, and then all of a sudden, he starts yelling at me.
Josh did that right in front of him. What a winner.
Even if my dog did poop in the area, I would always pick up after.
While Josh reports his neighbor to the apartment complex, their crossing of paths in the ensuing days becomes even more alarming.
Who are you recording, buddy?
What are you doing, bro?
Who are you, dude?
I see him park his truck, he's charging towards me and just yelling, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on?
Hey, what are you doing?
Sharp with me, buddy, you get your ass kicked.
What are you doing? I didn't do anything, bro. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
The confrontation continues on the sidewalk, where more threats and insults are exchanged.
Get your ass kicked with me.
Okay.
Hey, dude, why don't you come get some then?
He comes back right at me, trying to be the aggressor.
Like running your mouth, huh?
Sorry, man. I like to be smart about things. I'm not a dumbass.
To yourself,
What? I was really angry at the situation. I felt good about it, to be honest, too, because I stood up to him.
A few days later, Joshua and his friend are walking their dogs when they're approached by the neighbor. So Joshua begins recording again.
You want to kiss me, bitch?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
No one's touching you, little girl. Come by my place and I'll rip you.
I'll walk wherever the I want to walk. It's my house,
bitch.
He just really looked like he was about to, like, explode. I immediately was scared.
The man and the friend stand nose to nose trading barbs when suddenly the man turns his attention towards Joshua.
I never touched you.
I'll tell you to your face, bitch, if you want a problem.
I was already ready to throw a punch, but unfortunately, I had the phone in one hand and I had my leash on the other hand, so I couldn't really throw a swing if I wanted to.
Go back up to your little house, Cinderella.
Thankfully, the men stop short of trading blows, but the neighbor turns back to the friend who's had enough of his posturing.
Stop touching me, dude.
I'm not touching you.
Yes, you are. You are touching me. Get the away from me.
Hey,
touch me.
This is for you, bitch.
The bag that I cleaned my up with? Yeah.
Finally, the man walks away without further incident.
You are a bitch.
Immediately, the first thing we do is we call the cops, but he wasn't arrested.
Little bitch.
According to Josh, the authorities are of little help.
I have reported to the complex and as well as the HOA, but no one wants to deal with it.
Josh now takes additional steps to give himself peace of mind.
I bumped up my security where I can see my cameras. I have my pepper spray ready.
Get your ass kicked with me.
Okay.
But most importantly, Joshua believes that recording incidents when they happen is the best defense, and he will continue to stand his ground against his neighbor's aggressive behavior.
We record.
If I don't record anything, it's gonna go to being a he said, she said kind of thing. So I want to record just so at least people are aware of what is going on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Sharp with me, boys. You get your ass kicked.
For people all across the country, owning their own home is part of the American dream, something that Orlando native Vanessa Cheyenne knows all too well.
I'm very proud of my heritage as a hardworking Puerto Rican that came over here to get the dream of getting a home. We live in a small community. Most of the neighbors get along very well.
But Vanessa unexpectedly finds issue with the man living next door.
At the beginning, he seems like a nice person. After a few years, his son moved with him. And at the beginning as well, the son seemed to be fine, but I was wrong. I thought that I was going to live the American dream, and I'm living the American nightmare.
The trouble starts on New Year's Eve, when a group of families in the neighborhood set off celebratory fireworks.
We never had block parties. It was New Year's Eve, and all the neighbors, we were doing fireworks, and we are having a good time, but they never joined.
But as Vanessa helps pick up the debris the following morning, her next-door neighbor confronts her.
I should have called the cops because it's illegal. They're illegal. You got them all on my truck. And you damaged my...
I hear him screaming and saying that I damaged his truck with the fireworks. I don't know what he thinks that, because the whole neighborhood was doing fireworks.
You bitch!
He resorts to start using cuss words in Spanish, saying that I was made me feel like I was less than him.
But Vanessa refuses to entertain her neighbor's complaints.
You know why you're here? Why you here? Get the out of here! I ain't get nowhere.
You're the trash.
I live here too. You ain't never gonna get rid of me. I'm gonna be your side. You too, bitch.
After being called several derogatory words, Vanessa tries to keep her distance. But days later, her neighbor's grown son does something that Vanessa finds alarming. After reviewing her security footage, Vanessa confronts the father about it.
When I see the knife, I got chills in my body. I say enough is enough. And I told him, you need to talk to your son about not throwing knives.
Hearing her accusations seems to only infuriate her next-door neighbor.
You instigated again! Once again, you stupid ass! You stupid people!
To her relief, the man backs off, and she claims to call the police. But according to Vanessa, they are unable to help her.
It feels horrible to get groceries out of your car and you need to look through the window of your car to see if he's standing there.
Vanessa tries her best not to interact with her neighbor, even though she claims the man continues to antagonize her.
You're nothing!
And despite the ongoing tension, Vanessa is staying put and is determined to figure out a way to live in harmony.
I should be able to live like any other person in their home, happy and stress-free. Let us live in peace and treat each other with respect.
I'm gonna be on your side, you too, bitch!
We may not have eyes in the back of our heads, but with the rise of home security cameras, homeowners now have eyes in the back of their yards. And in some cases, eyes in the back of their neighbors' yards too. Leaving some homeowners worried they may be unwitting co-stars on their neighbors' security cameras. In a quiet suburb outside of Ackworth, Georgia, a door cam catches a man ringing his neighbor's front door.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, okay, who are you?
I'm your neighbor.
They've never met, but the man owns the house directly behind her home, and their backyards face each other.
I was wondering if we could discuss those cameras that are pointing towards our house.
The neighbor is referring to a set of cameras mounted to the back of the woman's house.
They're not towards your house, they're towards my pool.
But we don't know that.
Well, I know that, and that's all that matters.
No, it does not.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
not.
She claims the cameras only record her pool area, but the neighbor thinks they might go farther.
Ma'am,
No,
I'm asking
what is
you.
your problem?
There's not supposed to be any cameras in the backyard. That's your safe place. You can have cameras in the front of your house.
You have a lot of nerve telling us where to have my cameras.
They're pointing towards my house.
Call the cops and see if it's illegal. I don't think so.
Seeing no resolution to the matter,
Sorry, we're not moving our cameras.
the neighbor takes her advice and calls the police. A short time later, they arrive at the woman's house, where they inspect her backyard cameras and also review her footage to determine whether the neighbor's yard can be seen. And their verdict? Turns out the woman's cameras pick up only her deck and pool area. A police report is filled out, but the cameras can stay put. And while these neighbors may never see eye to eye,
They're not towards your house, they're towards my pool.
they still have to live back to back.
We're not moving our cameras.
In Louisiana, a dog-loving father and daughter are approaching a neighbor's fence, completely unprepared for what happens next. The large pit bull takes a look at the neighbors and suddenly wiggles under the fence to run at them.
Alex, get through that gate!
Caught completely off guard, the father jumps on the hood of his neighbor's car and shouts to try to distract the dog from running towards his daughter. Thankfully, the dog has a history of being around kids and doesn't try to bite anyone before his owner orders him back into the house. The neighbors are shaken but unharmed and learn a valuable lesson that day. As dog lovers, they must be mindful when meeting a new pup, because the neighbor's dog's bark may be as bad as its bite. The small community of Weeki Wachee boasts a population of only a few dozen people year-round. One of the lucky residents is Jonathan Prout.
Neighborhood is like kind of out in the woods, but it's right on the Weeki Wachee River. I mean, not a lot of houses go up for sale around here because it's so beautiful. So most of the people that are out here are, 60 and older.
And because Jonathan and his friends are so much younger, lifestyle differences pose a problem with the older neighbors.
They're not really hip to the new way of life, and they're not very open-minded. Cutting our damn jumping trees down.
And the differences between these two generations all come to the surface one sunny morning when Jonathan is out paddling past his neighbor's dock with two friends.
The girls that were on the paddleboard, one is a roommate and another one was just a friend, and I took them on a paddleboard ride, and when we went past the dude's house is when they were kissing.
But Jonathan sees the neighbor getting upset at the women locking lips.
When I seen him coming to his dock, he was starting to yell something. I told my friend to start to record.
I got a problem with you. I don't care. I don't get to take your time and drop it. You control the car.
Telling me that if I bring girls past his house kissing again, he's gonna whoop my ass.
You're not intimidating at all, buddy.
What makes matters worse is that Jonathan has never seen this man before today.
None of us had seen him. Like he literally, I think that was the first day that he was even at the house.
The new neighbor rolls up his sleeves and inches closer to the edge of his dock.
You better be ready for that house.
I wasn't surprised that he came out and yelled, but I was definitely surprised that he jumped in the river after me.
Oh my God. Oh, he's coming. Look, he's in the water, dude. What are you doing? Is this real?
But even when the neighbor jumps in to fight, Jonathan isn't taking the bait.
No, be up right now. I'm right here. Be up. Quit talking with your little ears.
The neighbor even makes fun of Jonathan's ears.
So I had cat ears on, and I wore them throughout the day. He thought that they were like not masculine, and that he was just picking on me about them.
You ain't gonna beat nothing. Yeah, you ain't beating.
But even as they yell at each other, Jonathan plans to stay nonviolent.
I was saying anything I could just keep him from coming close to me.
You come through here again. I live right here. I don't give a where you live. I live right there.
But as the neighbor closes in on his kayak, Jonathan's plans change.
I was feeling like I was gonna have to hurt him, to keep myself safe.
This is real life. We might have to call the police.
I had planned on making him eat the end of my paddle.
Yeah, boy. I'm gonna show you what a boy is.
So he should probably just chill and leave us alone.
I'm right here. I'm right here, brother.
The argument finally ends with Jonathan and his friends paddling away. But a new development occurs soon after.
So the next day after he came in the river after me, he decided that he didn't want no more issues with me. So him and I started talking after that, and he bought me a dinner.
Jonathan and his neighbor are able to put their differences aside to maintain peace.
When I go by there now, he waves and everything. We're cordial with each other.
But Jonathan has some advice for his other neighbors.
Mind your own business. It's really not, anyone's business what anyone else is doing unless they're hurting someone.
No, be up right now.
And basically, let neighbors do whatever floats their boat.
If they're not on your property and they're not hurting anyone, just leave them alone.
It's a late evening in Los Angeles, and neighbors in an apartment building are being woken up by a man ranting and raving outside on their street. A warning, this story gets intense. The man is shouting that neighbors will, quote, get what's coming to them for their ignorance, and it has everyone watching inside terrified.
You will read what you sow.
Suddenly, his cries to the neighbor get even more threatening. But in his passionate words about seeing the light, he fails to see the literal lights heading right for him. EMTs soon arrive, and miraculously, the man only suffers minor injuries. A laceration to the back of the head and some road rash. In the following days, even though police determine the man is at fault for stepping into the street, they open an investigation because the driver allegedly failed to stop and offer aid. but they are never found or identified. Because nobody is seriously hurt in this incident, it serves as a serious reminder. Always look both ways, whether you plan on crossing the street or yelling at your neighbors.
You will read what you sow!
Many people moved to the United States seeking the American dream, and that dream became a reality when 18-year-old Ana Reyes and her family moved to Arlington, Virginia from Ecuador.
Moving here into the U.S., it was amazing compared to my country. We can walk along the streets. We can go buy any grocery we want without being scared of someone might be following us.
But Anna's dream soon turns nightmarish when early one morning, her next-door neighbor, a woman in her 50s, is outside her door talking on the phone to the police, complaining about Anna's barking dog.
Speaking loudly at 2:34 in the morning, 3:34 in the morning, and a revolving door of people coming and going in the middle of the night.
She's standing in the front of my door, calling the police, yelling to us.
Don't bring your dogs up here, barking at 2:34 in the morning. Shut up!
In the following days, the neighbors' complaints turn more serious when Anna alleges that the woman questions her immigration status.
Trabaja, pero estoy ilegal. No sé, es importante que yo hablo con policía. Go home. Go home.
It makes me feel so angry, so sick. Like, okay, this is enough. Leave my door! Leave my door!
Anna claims that the police arrive at the apartment complex, and a warning for noise is given to both women. A week later, Anna's family again hears the neighbor outside their door, and Anna confronts her.
Bye! He's here offering you a non-eviction.
Bye! Bye! It's not mind your business! Bye! Yeah. Bye! It's not even her business if we are going to get evicted, but it was never true.
Enraged, Anna takes matters into her own hands.
Don't get into my physical space.
Bye.
Don't get into my physical space.
Okay.
Okay, don't get into my physical space.
Don't be close to our original space,
Don't
too.
live here.
I was angry at that point. I was shaking. I don't know what was going to happen next, but I was ready for anything.
Go back to El Salvador.
Go back to your apartment, man, where you belong. Shut the up. When I'm angry, all of my emotions start to blowing up, explode inside of me, just because I was protecting my mom. But I'm glad I did. I'm proud I protect my family. Are you here again? Bye.
Why?
Bye.
Do you walk on our streets? People like me pay for
Bye.
We
Bye.
pay for all
Bye.
of it. My daughter.
Bye.
It's my daughter. We
Bye.
pay for all of it.
Bye.
We pay for
Bye.
all of it.
I don't care.
Soon after, Anna's family takes their neighbor to court, and they're granted a preliminary restraining order against the woman.
I'm moving out, so there's nothing you can do or say to me that you haven't already done.
What's more, the woman moves out of their building, and Anna, along with her family, are relieved.
It's a peace. Is so happy knowing that she's not here anymore.
While the incident is now resolved, Anna wishes her relationship could have been different, but is hoping for better things with her new neighbor.
The next neighbor, I'm gonna welcome them with a smile as always and be friends.
Okay, don't get into my physical space.
Don't be close to our original
Don't live here.
Every summer, families flock to their neighborhood beach for a little fun in the sun. But on a beach just north of Winnipeg, Canada, one mom is experiencing anything but when a neighboring parent takes issue with her daughter's choice of swimwear.
What are you saying?
What am I saying? I'm saying don't let your daughter show her ass cheeks around my 4-year-old son.
Okay, because?
That's what I'm saying, because she's a 13-year-old kid and I don't want her showing her ass around my son that's 4 years old.
Okay, she's wearing a
What kind of mother
swimsuit.
are you to let your daughter wear a thong and show her ass cheeks around a 4-year-old
She's
kid?
wearing a swimsuit.
She's wearing a thong.
Okay, that's your problem and your son's problem. So take your son and go where?
Get out of here. Like, it's my problem. It's gonna be your problem right away.
Uneasy with the woman's words, the mom continues to record the bizarre interaction.
Well,
Think
okay.
your video's gonna do anything?
Okay, that's for my safety. I'm doing video for my safety.
The only thing your safety is gonna show that you're mother that's letting your 13-year-old daughter show her ass.
That's your opinion. That's totally fine.
You just off now?
And while the outraged neighbor seems to draw the line at revealing beachwear, it appears that threats of physical violence are fair game.
Wait, let me get my kids ready and then I'm gonna knock you out, so stay there, kid.
Okay.
But before things can come to blows, the woman's friend does the neighborly thing and extends an olive branch.
Like, I'm sorry that I agree she kind of overreacted. Just a bathing suit. Maybe we should just
Well, it's because I have
distance
a son,
ourselves
maybe
from
you
each
don't have a
other.
son.
Then a fellow beachgoer also defends the woman recording.
What's the problem? I'm just saying my son does need to stare at her ass.
But,
so if you had a 2-year-old or 3-year-old son, would you like your son? Okay, it's a beach, okay then.
Okay, just forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
Seeing that she's outnumbered, the nitpicky neighbor drops her defenses, ending this battle of neighborhood beachgoers for now.
Wait, let me get my kids ready and then I'm gonna knock you out, so stay there, okay?
Okay.
Many homeowners have the privilege of being neighbors with Mother Nature.
Mr. Squirrel?
Animals, birds, insects, they all help us understand our place in this big neighborhood we call Earth. But sometimes these wild neighbors get a little too wild. Like these two squirrels found on this Nashville door cam. They can't seem to keep their paws off each other. Their antics even set off the doorbell and giving the homeowner a show, whether they wanted one or not.
Yeah, take a picture.
And in this Seattle suburb, a family is visited by two neighboring raccoons who immediately become frisky once in their backyard. The kids watch with their parents and take guesses as to what the raccoons are doing.
Whoa, they're wrestling.
They're doing more than wrestling, I think.
One of the other kids offers another theory.
Is he doing the Heimlich maneuver?
I think so. Yeah, that's the Heimlich.
A theory the parents are quick to adopt. And finally, in New York City, a man discovers two flies going at it on top of his car.
This is in Harlem, baby. You ain't gonna see this nowhere.
And the more the man and his neighbor watch, the more impressed they become.
Look at this. Killing that. Killing that. He's got one leg in the air. He ain't letting that go. This fly's teaching me new moves right now.
So don't be surprised the next time you catch some shenanigans going on in the neighborhood. After all, some neighbors are just naughty by nature.
Whoa, they're wrestling.
Shortly after bringing their newborn baby home to their Tampa, Florida condo, a couple find themselves in a rift with their downstairs neighbor, who's irritated with the noise they're making while tending to the newborn's needs. "Could you don't make that sound?" writes the neighbor. "Sound like stepping floors." And again the next day. "Don't hit the ground, please. You wake me up since 4 a.m. Now tiptoeing around their apartment at night, the new father checks in with his neighbor the following day. "Good morning. Was it better last night?" writes the new father. "Yes, it was much better. I slept till 7 a.m. And the matter appears to be resolved. But things take an eerie turn. According to the couple, a strange and noxious odor becomes noticeable at their front door. For several weeks, the intense odor comes and goes in waves, which the family claims causes irritation and nausea. After trying in vain to pinpoint the source of the smell, the husband suspects it might be coming from outside the front door and installs a hidden surveillance camera in a nearby plant just to see if he's missing something. And he's shocked by what he records. One afternoon, the husband gets a notification on his phone and promptly checks it, seeing his downstairs neighbor doing something suspicious at the bottom of his front door. Due to the camera angle, he is unable to make out the neighbor's actions in any conclusive way, so he readjusts the framing, hoping to get a more complete picture should the neighbor come back. And the very next day, the neighbor returns. The husband is shocked to see what looks like a syringe and vial in the neighbor's hands. And he does something even more chilling than the family could possibly imagine. He appears to inject something from the syringe under the door of the apartment. Shaken by what he sees, the husband immediately calls 911. The police and fire rescue teams arrive and check the family's vitals, assessing the effects of potential chemical exposure. Something that is later confirmed by court records to be a mixture of the opioids, methadone, and hydrocodone, an extremely dangerous and sometimes lethal combination. The husband believes the neighbor's motives are driven by desire to get the family to move out. Upon seeing the video, the police arrest the neighbor. He is subsequently charged with battery, possession of a controlled substance, and aggravated stalking. According to police documents, the neighbor, a Chinese national pursuing a PhD in chemistry, is expelled from the local university and reportedly deported back to China. Thankfully, the father's intuition prevents the chemical attack from becoming deadly. But the ordeal leaves a deep and traumatic impact on the family, one that can hopefully fade over time. Most neighbors agree that skateboarders belong in a skate park because practicing in the street becomes too hazardous. Like this bunch of skaters in Venice Beach, California, who don't live in the apartments behind them, but are filming each other perfecting new skateboarding tricks. The neighbor in the black cap is not happy and is not afraid to show it.
What are you guys, idiots? You can't skate here. What are you guys can't read? Go to school. Hey, are you a cop? Yeah. Where your badge at? My badge is coming right now, idiot.
Now, another neighbor gets involved.
You're trespassing.
And when words don't work, she takes a more direct approach.
Hey, don't touch out of here. Hey, back off, bro, back off.
The skater thinks the neighbors are being unreasonably aggressive, but this neighbor is standing his ground, literally.
Back off. See, that's not helping you, okay?
Well, you drop me, I'm finna beat your ass. You just... I'll drop you.
Nobody's touching you.
Dirty the lens, bro.
That bitch dirty. Clean that.
As the skaters realize that the woman's earlier punch left a mark on the lens, another neighbor in a blue shirt suddenly and without warning makes a shocking move.
Did you make it? Did you make it? Oh.
Having put himself and the skater at risk of serious injury, the neighbor seems a little stunned by his fall, and the other neighbors discuss a more sensible approach to the problem.
Okay, we're gonna call the police.
As the skaters skate on.
Very brave.
You're all gonna be arrested. So exciting.
And you're gonna be on YouTube.
How fun.
You're gonna be on YouTube.
You know how fun jail is? Oh my God, it's brilliant.
Perhaps it's the threat of the police turning up, but the skaters decide to relocate to a nearby parking lot, and the neighbors go home, a bit battered and bruised. So maybe next time they have to deal with antisocial behavior, they'll just call the cops instead of confronting the issue head on.
Did you make it?
When Ethan Edwards moved to Hawaii in 2014, he thought he'd found his own private Shangri-La.
I live on what we call the Big Island of Hawaii. People could create their kind of own paradise because they could kind of be in their own little walled garden and had a choice to hang out with their neighbors. It is very possible that you could live here and not know the person across the street for 20 years.
But in 2018, everything changed. The Kilauea volcano had been erupting for a month, reclaiming the island at a rate of 6 football fields every hour. By the time Ethan, his partner, and some friends returned to their neighborhood, Leilani Estates, to process what happened, 70 homes had been lost, including their own.
This was a couple weeks after lava had actually taken the place that I lived. They kind of had established a system to let people in and out of Leilani, because one of the issues they were having is that people were coming in and stealing from other people's houses. Kind of this mentality of like, the lava's gonna take it anyways, kind of who cares? And so they had to set up a system of security. We had lived there, so we were able to get past like all the security. We were about 500 feet away from where our house used to be. So we just parked on the side of the road, and my partner, she got out and she was just looking at the lava and just crying about, you know, the grief. It was her like letting it go. Obviously the lava was happening, but had no idea what we were about to experience. It just kind of came out of nowhere. And when I say it, I mean this man.
It was the first and last time Ethan would meet his neighbor, John Hubbard.
It's just kind of trying to have dialogue, but there wasn't communication. It was like, here's a man with a gun pointed at my head. It's like, you need to get out of here. And he didn't really care.
The men have no idea that they live on the same street, and Hubbard won't listen to Ethan's pleas.
I live here, you get out of here!
He wasn't really asking any questions. He was straight up just demanding, get out of here, you shouldn't be here.
We live here on Whole Coopville!
And I was like, hey man, like I don't know who you are. We live here, this is a public road. You know, we have a right to be here. He fired twice, and there was this sense of escalation, is like he was becoming more and more serious.
No!
It's like the first shot was a little off, and the next shot was closer to my head. I didn't want the third shot to be me.
Are you kidding? Oh my God, stop! Stop! Are you kidding me? No! I live here! I live here! Get out of here! I live here, you get out of here! We live here on Whole Coopville! Dude!
And for me at that point, it was like, all right, this guy's got a gun. He's obviously not listening. He's in a super aggressive, violent state. It's time for us to get out of here.
To save his own life, Ethan had to think fast under fire.
So at the moment that I realized there was no communicating with this person to have, like, kind of find a peaceful resolution, I was like, okay, either I'm gonna get shot here or someone else is gonna get shot behind me. There's really no neutralizing someone in that state that isn't willing to listen. All you can really do is ultimately walk away and hope they don't shoot you or anyone else. And that's what we ended up doing.
Get out of here!
Ethan's read on the situation may have saved his life and those of his friends.
We were all able to get in our cars and drive up the road. At that point, we called the police. And we just hung out there for about a half an hour in our car, just in case he came after us. Kind of in shell shock, just like processing.
That's when Ethan found an unexpected savior.
And so we're sitting there on the side of the road, and this car comes by and just parks next to us. And this woman comes out and she's like, oh my gosh, are you kids okay? I caught the whole thing on camera. That was insane, which is amazing because there's no shadow of a doubt kind of what happened from that point.
She was a neighbor named Patty Jones.
But the way they were arguing, I thought this was weird. It's just that this guy wasn't acting. He wasn't acting with aloha. So I pulled out my phone and started recording at exactly the minute he pulled that gun out of his shorts. I wasn't worried about myself. I was more worried about Ethan.
I live here! I live here! Out of here! I live here, you get out of here!
My concern was just to protect everybody that was down there, so I had to get the police involved.
Dude! Are you kidding me?
The police arrived on the scene and arrested 61-year-old John Hubbard. During Hubbard's trial, Ethan learned that his neighbor was a convicted felon, going back to a drug trafficking charge in Kentucky in 1976.
John had actually had a past felony and wasn't legally allowed to have a gun. And so in terms of charges, there was, I think, initially like 11 different charges.
Hubbard was convicted of terroristic threatening and for being a felon in possession of a firearm.
He did end up going to jail. I did talk to people that were friends with him, and on a good day, he was probably a nice neighbor and a good person. And stressful situations mixed with this entitlement of people believing that it's okay to be violent and force other people just came out that day. And I hope we can just move on and live our lives and more peacefully going forward.
Witnessing a neighbor's love life can be a dramatic experience. From the highest highs, like a moonlit dance on a rooftop, to the lowest lows, like breaking up in front of the neighbor's cat. But sometimes, breakups can be a matter of life or death.
Oh my God.
Two construction workers are witnessing a couple's fiery breakup in a multi-unit building. The man behind the camera is working for the neighbors across the street. When he hears the couple shouting, he starts recording.
She about to hit him, bro. Oh, he said he gonna beat out of her. Oh my God. Oh my God, he just threw water on her. Going down.
Despite being doused with water, the woman's temper continues to flare. That's the downstairs neighbor, and now even she is being dragged into the drama. She leaves the porch and it would seem the confrontation ends. But things are about to really heat up.
She just lit the trash can on fire, dumped it in the living room. She's about to burn the house down, dude.
While the men aren't recording, the woman drags a trash can through the front door and shockingly lights it on fire inside the house.
I cannot actually believe it. And she's sitting there just chilling.
She's also taken the time to pull up a chair and grab a book to watch her handiwork.
Oh my God. This is now turned into a serious thing.
The men have just noticed the downstairs neighbor. She's trapped in the flaming house and needs help immediately.
Then get out of the house! It's on fire! Hurry! Come on, hurry, grab your stuff!
The alleged arsonist flees the scene before firefighters show up. The fire is now totally out of control, and the witnesses can do nothing but watch the home completely burn to the ground.
Oh my God, it's got worse. Oh my God, it's getting big.
Despite firefighters' best efforts, the multi-unit house is completely destroyed.
Oh my God.
Luckily, nobody is
The whole
injured.
roof just fell.
But 47-year-old Gail Mitwali is later arrested and charged with first and second-degree attempted murder, first-degree arson, and first-degree assault. She is still awaiting trial.
Oh my God.
I'm genuinely not trying to start. I just want to talk.
After Jeff and Kayla Elkins buy a piece of land near Huntsville, Texas, they find themselves in an ongoing battle with their older neighbors who once owned the 2-acre lot.
What did I start?
You cut my grass. This is the
property line.
This is my side of the grass. You cut it. Come on, bitch.
The property, which the neighbors previously gifted to their son, was subsequently purchased by Jeff and Kayla, much to the original owner's dismay.
Why don't you go take your happy ass to home? I am home, stupid.
Jeff claims the neighbors want to make life so unpleasant that they sell the property back.
Hey, anybody that's
I drive up and down this driveway every day going home. I don't bother nobody. I just
You stop every damn day and take pictures and videos of.
The neighbor in red touches on a sticking point that sets Jeff off.
I got you on camera every prove it, bitch. I will, you.
Jeff claims that the neighbors are recording him, which gives him alarm. In response, Jeff and Kayla start recording back in a tit-for-tat game of I Spy. At random times, both day and night, Jeff says he catches the neighbors driving by and honking on camera.
We're literally just gonna sit here and drive up and down the driveway and honk at us.
If they start honking, I'm gonna put this flashlight on them.
Jeff puts up a privacy fence along the property line in an attempt to keep the neighbors from recording him. But he then alleges that this causes the neighbors to deposit trash near his property just to annoy him.
Yeah, call the sheriff. No, your old ass is dumping trash all over the ground next to my damn fence.
The acrimony continues when Kayla records the neighbors slowly driving by and seemingly recording she and Jeff in their yard. So Jeff confronts them.
Leave us the alone!
Jeff.
I'm on my property. No, you're not, bitch. You're on the county property, stupid.
Suddenly, what the older neighbors do next scared Jeff and his wife.
Great, now look what you started.
What are they gonna do?
They record a loud bang that seemingly originates from their neighbor's vehicle. Shaken by the noise, Jeff and Kayla call the police to intervene. In the following days, Jeff and Kayla explain the situation to the authorities and share their pictures and videos, which don't result in any arrests or charges being filed. Jeff and Kayla say they have no intention of selling the property and moving away, so they are resigning themselves to the likelihood that their neighbor's behavior will continue, and are hopeful that it won't lead to any further frightening interactions.
Why don't you go take your happy ass home? I am home, stupid.
And I got you on video that you're destroying my car.
Chatsworth, California. A dispute over a parking spot has sent this hammer-wielding neighbor into a rage.
Get the out of this neighborhood.
Yep. Cool, lady.
Call, please.
I'm calling. Don't worry.
The woman's neighbors have made claims of racism and harassment since they moved next door to her over a year ago. They dial 911.
Hi, I'm at one. My neighbor has two hammers in her hand and she's assaulting the car.
She's destroying property, and I have her on video.
Call, please.
As a result of her senseless attack on the car, the woman was later arrested for felony vandalism. She was released without bail and is currently awaiting trial. Midtown Sacramento, and neighbors have just heard a car crash right outside their homes. They discover an overturned SUV and a woman trapped at the wheel.
I got you. Okay. Go put your leg over to the left.
She's been involved in a 3-car collision, is in complete shock, and is dangling upside down.
I got you. Okay,
First responders are on their way, but the neighbors are working together to get the woman out. Rollovers are among the most dangerous and deadly of car accidents.
Anything feel broken or anything? You're all right.
The woman has to be carefully maneuvered out of her seatbelt, but one wrong move and she'll fall on her head.
Okay.
I know they are down.
Just lean on me. Just lean on me.
Okay.
You all right?
I'm just.
Has anybody got a chair or something? A place you can sit down right here?
There are sighs of relief as the woman stands on her own 2 feet.
Come sit down.
It's okay.
It's okay. You're all right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, things happen.
Next time you don't have to.
Your car's just a thing. I'm just gonna have her sit right here. Come lay down.
Wearing a seatbelt appears to have saved the woman from serious injury.
Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh.
God, you're safe. So happy.
And the neighbors who came together to rescue her are amazed to see that she looks completely unscathed.
I can't believe that you don't have like an abrasion on you or.
When police arrive, they report no injuries on the scene.
Honestly, this is a miracle.
It's so crazy.
It's a miracle that you're sitting here. It's a miracle.
I wanted to get a new
I'm just so
car
happy
now.
that you're okay. Oh my God. I'm so, I don't want to do that up there.
We're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where a resident security camera records a neighbor out walking her dog. As any responsible dog owner will tell you, there's a right way to deal with this situation and a wrong way. This woman chooses to walk away without picking up. So our frustrated neighbors plan a surprise. And when the dog walker returns 2 days later, they're waiting.
Clean up your dog poop. Excuse me, ma'am. pick up this nice pile of that your dog left in my yard. I've been waiting for you for 2 days. You. Disgusting. Disgusting. Look at it. I have children here. That's your dog. Please pick it up. This will be every day. I will watch you every day. I have you on video. Pick up after your dog. Please pick up after your dog. Please pick up after your dog. Thank you for picking up the feces from my yard. I appreciate it greatly. Greatly appreciate it. Please leave my yard. You're trespassing. Get off my yard, you and your dog. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for being a courteous neighbor.
I just bought my house in March of 2020. The first time I met Maria, she just kind of walked over like somebody who kind of owned the neighborhood and said, "Hi, so you're my new neighbor." I was like, "Yeah, hi."
I'm the kind of person who loves to get to know people. So I am that person who will go out of my way to make you a friend.
Once she settles in, Amber looks into renovating her bathroom, but has no idea where to start.
I was looking for recommendations from people on Facebook who had used a contractor to say, "I used this person, they did a great job, here's their number." Jordan, the woman that owns Colorado Dream Homes, got back to me really quickly. And when I showed her my Pinterest picture, she was like, "Oh yeah, we can do that."
The owner tells Amber the project can be done quickly for around $9,000.
I was told a week to max, and it ended up being 5 or 6. So it was kind of getting frustrating. I get that, life happens, and so I was trying to be really understanding.
But when it's finally finished, all that additional time doesn't equal additional quality.
I walked in and I looked at the tile work. I physically felt my heart sink into my stomach. It all looked like someone just threw it together and they were guessing on what to do. And then on Friday, she sent me the final invoice and she just started hounding me. It was, "You need to pay by the end of the day." And I just kept saying, "I'm at work. I'm not paying you until I get home and see it." And she said, "Are you refusing to pay?"
The following morning, Amber's neighbor notices the contractor's truck parked out front and texts her.
Maria had been at my house the night before, and I had mentioned that I kind of had an uneasy feeling. And then I see that I have a message from Jordan saying, "We're at your house to repossess our labor and our materials." So I immediately called Maria.
Maria rushes next door and is shocked at what she sees.
He started swinging and I started recording.
We put weeks into this, thousands of dollars into this.
I was really scared of whatever was going to happen.
This is my property. I have receipts for everything.
I do understand that you're... Sir, please stop. Please stop.
Is somebody gonna pay me?
That's not taking back your stuff. It is our stuff. This is how we need to take it back because we solidly built the construction, unfortunately, so it just fall off.
I'm more than happy to deal with the police. More than happy. More than happy.
He could have easily taken that sledgehammer and swung it at me. It was absolutely frightening.
No contractor in the state of Colorado will fix that. When they found out I took it back because you refused to pay me. No one.
We were all just in a state of shock about what had just taken place.
Terry Gregory and Jordan Cazares are later arrested and charged with burglary and criminal mischief.
I'm more than happy to deal with the police. More than happy.
Both are currently out on bond and awaiting trial. They have released a statement claiming they were simply repossessing Amber's shower for non-payment and had no intentions of property damage or intimidation.
I had this video of them doing this. I certainly did not want this to happen to anybody else. So I posted it on a contractors group on Facebook.
No contractor will fix that.
It definitely crossed my mind that posting this could result in more retaliation. But I just felt like the good neighbor thing to do is to tell your neighbors, do not hire these people. They are dangerous people.
Disgusted at Terry and Jordan's actions, local contractors offer to fix Amber's destroyed bathroom at no cost. Even more valuable, the entire experience has made Maria and Amber more than just neighbors.
Our friendship has definitely deepened in a variety of ways. I look forward to many more years of having her as my neighbor.
My biggest fear was having crappy neighbors, and I actually ended up with a really, really awesome neighbor.
We're in snowy Portage, Michigan. Two men are filming their neighbors stumbling across the street and getting into a confrontation with, of all things, his garbage can. It's not known what the garbage can did to prompt this outburst, but despite the man's hammer blows, it's not going anywhere.
Oh, come on, fall over, come on.
A fistfight is difficult on regular flat terrain. One can only imagine how much harder it is to fight in 6 inches of Michigan snow. With beer can now in hand, the neighbor decides to let bygones be bygones between himself and the trash can, and decides to throw in the towel.